Broadcasting from Shinston, West Virginia, here's your host, Scott Arnold.
Hello, welcome to Acute Mania Live. I'm so excited. We finally scheduled this. I had to cancel this last time, and I felt so bad because it's the Philippines. It's the 26th country to be featured on the show. The Thinkers. Welcome, guys. It's very nice to have you.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Hello. Hi.
How is the weather in the Philippines? I actually looked it up myself, but I want you to tell the folks how beautiful it is over there.
Warm, very warm.
We only have two seasons here, the wet and the dry season, so we're still.
So you don't have the cold, you don't have the ice cold like we have, and then we have the very hot summer.
We do have a very hot summer. The cold part would be the storm season.
Yeah, a lot of rain. You get a lot of rain and typhoons. A lot of typhoons too.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
But again, during typhoons, it's still warm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you don't ever see snow, basically, is what I'm saying, right?
Yes, exactly.
We
Like-
are a tropical country.
So are there big mountains like Hawaii has mountains and there's snow? I guess they're high enough to where it snows. Are the mountains high enough there to have snow at the ridges at all?
Unfortunately, no.
So you'd have to travel probably quite a bit.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know too much about the Philippines, but what's okay? So I was talking to Axis. Axis is it's Troy's wife, right?
Yeah. Our band manager. Yeah.
But it's your band manager, yeah, and that's who I've been talking to throughout this whole thing. And keeping up with you guys, I would jump on Instagram, and you guys would be you shouted me out one time, so that was awesome. Thank you for doing that. But she kind of gave me a little rundown about the music scene there. Kind of in your own words, what's it like over there?
The airwaves right now in the Philippines are dominated by pop, dance, K-pop, rap music. That's why we decided to form a rock band to counterflow with the trend. But years ago, starting from the 60s to 90s to early 2000, rock music is very much a thing here in the Philippines. So we're trying to relieve or to revive that kind of music here.
Are there other bands that are with you on this that you're able to play shows with?
Yeah, there are lots of bands here,
Yeah.
independent bands, even on mainstream. But again, the scene is very dominated by pop artists.
Do you struggle to get people to come to the shows? Is it difficult in that aspect also?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It is somehow.
Yeah, I think it is everywhere. It just depends on it depends on a lot on what day of the week you play. It's probably the same way. Fridays and Saturday nights are probably the best time to play.
Yeah.
And it's tough to do that. Yep. Let's see. Okay, I don't know anything about the country at all. The Philippines. I don't know anything. I've had a band from China on twice. The same band on twice, and I know a little bit about over there. Tell us a bit about the culture and like. Maybe the food. What's like your favorite thing to eat? It's got to be different than us. It's got to be different.
Filipinos like savory, salty, and sweet.
Spicy.
Sweet food. So we do have our own version of spaghetti, which is a bit sweet.
Okay. Like how sweet? Like sugary sweet?
A bit, yeah, a bit.
Really?
So if you've heard of the fast food called Jollibee, you might want to search that.
Okay.
There's been a lot of food vloggers from the U.S. checking out that fast food chain. So their most commonly reviewed food is the Jollibee spaghetti with sweet sauce and banana ketchup. So you've
What?
never heard of banana ketchup, right?
No, I
Yeah,
have not
yeah.
had. No, that's weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. It might sound weird. It might sound weird, but if you
So-
taste it, it doesn't have any hint of banana.
So I was thinking, picturing like tomato ketchup, right?
Yeah.
So you just instead of tomato, you use banana, and that would make a banana ketchup, which would be really strange. But it's not doesn't have anything to do with really bananas at all, or does it?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like bananas, so I probably wouldn't like it.
You have to try it. It
My
doesn't
mom,
have any hint
my
of
mom said that
banana.
I used to eat bananas when I was a baby, but I don't remember this at all. I used to love it.
Okay.
I hate it now. It's, ugh, you know.
Well, about the Philippines, uh, well, the culture is very diverse because we were colonized by the Spaniards for 300 plus years in the
Okay.
16th, 17th century, and by the Americans in the start of the 20th century. So it left a huge impact in how we live our daily lives in terms of language that we use,
Our names.
our
Our
names.
names. Yeah, you'll see a lot of Filipinos with American names, first names, and then Spanish last names.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's
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 confusing.
how strange our country is. Religion. Basically, we were like the Latinos of Asia.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the better ones probably, right? I don't know.
No
I'm not.
comment on that.
I don't try. I don't try to be. No, I don't mean anything bad about that. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah.
just giving you
But
praise. I'm trying to give you praise.
Oh yeah, thank you, thank you.
thank you. But when you if you think about it, it's kind of weird because we are in the heart of Asia,
Yeah,
and
that's true.
we are very different from the rest of the Asian
So
countries.
it's more of an island, right? Is it more of an island
Yeah,
group?
archipelago.
Right. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Fiji. How far is Fiji from you?
Fiji is in Japan, right?
Oh
Yeah, no,
That's
no no
Fiji.
no. That's
Fiji is in New Zealand.
yeah. It's
Down,
like it's
way
out,
down.
way yeah. It's way out in the ocean, and I think too. It
Yeah,
would take me a really long time to get there, and very expensive.
5 hours.
but
That's
you
not that
have to
far. That's
travel
not
by
that.
you have to travel by air.
Or boats. I guess you could go by boat. It would take quite a while, but yeah, you could do that. Definitely not a car. You could go by car if it's one of those boats that you can put your car into and go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could definitely do that. Okay.
and yeah, to add,
Yeah.
Filipinos love American movies and rock and roll, and it is passed from generation to generation. Because again, we were colonized by the Americans from the
Sorry about
start of the
that.
20th. No,
Okay.
it's a
I
it's
didn't.
kind of yeah, it's kind of a good thing
Yeah, it
because
is. It is actually.
Well,
we were one of
you're still your own. You're still your own culture, though. Like you made it your own. I guess.
yeah, it is a combination of a lot of things that eventually created our own quote
Unique.
unquote
Yeah.
identity.
Identity.
Okay. I'm trying to think of stuff that. Okay. I asked us this, but this was before when you guys were going to be on before, so I remembered it. I knew it then, but I don't remember. I asked her what you guys do for a living, as a job, because I'm not really sure what the main industry is there. Is it a port city or a port country where there's a lot of freight and shipping and things like that?
Actually, it's dominate. It just like India. It's dominated by the call center and BPO. And I
Seriously?
myself, yeah, I myself work for a US based company, software company in the US. But I work here, so I work.
Do you
I
do
work
technical support? Is that what you do? Like when I
Used
call it,
to.
have a problem with something, you're the one that would answer?
I used to. I used to
Okay.
for like 10 years. But
Nice.
now I work as an implementation manager for a software company in the US.
Do you like it?
I do. I really love it. Yeah.
He has to like
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to
well, I
like
mean,
it.
yeah, you kind of have to like it, but
My
that's.
boss, my boss might be watching this, so yeah, I really love
I
that
didn't know if
job.
you're doing all this band stuff to get away from that, which would be the ultimate goal, really. I mean, who doesn't want to travel the world and play music? I mean,
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
you know.
Exactly.
What about you, Troy?
I'm an architect. Yeah. There are architects here in the Philippines.
You're an architect. Okay, so
Yeah.
like with the big skyscrapers and stuff, or do you do more like houses and things, or both?
Both. The projects that I haven't experienced yet are airports and seaports, but residential projects, commercial, condos,
Do you have
hotels,
your own firm, or do you work with a firm with many people?
both. Yeah, kidding.
Yeah.
I work with a Singaporean company,
Okay.
and we cater projects in Singapore, India, US, Indonesia. Yeah.
Any
And
any any landmarks in the U.S. that we might know that you've been a part of?
no, I'm not a part of that project because before I came into the company, it was already built. But
Oh, I see.
it's in New York City,
Okay. Not the
in
Empire State Building,
Manhattan.
right? Not the Empire State Building. Not the Empire State Building.
No,
I think that's been there for quite a while, though.
yeah,
I
the
think.
company is just young, maybe 30 years. Yeah, Empire
The
State is way, way back.
what is it? The Dubai. I've done Google Earth in Dubai, and that it's just the buildings there are just crazy, and the way they have the whole city set up is crazy. They have their own like they built their own islands, and they're in circle. I'm sure you've seen it. It's just. Have you guys been over there at all? Is that pretty far too? I don't know geography very well, obviously.
Yeah, that's very far from us because that's in the Middle East,
That's
and we
right.
are
Yeah,
in
that's right.
the
Yeah,
Southeast Asia.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite developed over there. You know, with their whole that city's massive. You know, and just the buildings, and I think they just live in the sky. You know, pretty much because just buildings are huge. I don't know. Okay, so you mentioned the typhoons, and you know over here we have hurricanes. Is there any difference at all between typhoons and hurricanes that you know of, or is that something I should Google?
Actually, I tried googling it as well.
Did you?
um,
Is there any?
Hurricanes are more massive than typhoons, but
Okay.
almost equally devastating.
Yeah.
I think our category 5 is like category 3 in your
Oh, I
for your
see. So it's just
hurricane.
the
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you don't want a Category 5 hurricane at all. I mean,
Exactly.
I've never been like it doesn't get this far north. You know, we get the remnants of it. Usually the rain. You know, not necessarily. Sometimes we'll get the wind, but it's not very often because we're just you know the way the jet stream works. It goes out to sea before it gets up to West Virginia. But okay, I want to listen to your song. It just came out. How long ago did it come out? Because I think it was new. The last time I had you scheduled, it was going to be new. But it's the newest one, right? And it's called "Hey Wait," and it's like "Hey Wait, listen to this" kind of thing, you know. And
Yeah,
I find myself saying that like my friends. I'm like, "Hey Wait, listen to this," and they're like, "Well, what's it called?" I'm like, "Hey Wait," and they're like, "Yes, I'm right here. I'm sitting right here," you know. And I'm like, "No, that's what it's called." And it's what is this song about? So I can maybe come up with my own name for it next time when I have somebody that needs to listen to it.
it's inspired by a Stoic philosophy of just be positive in the way you see things, regardless of how good or the situation is. So it's all about stoicism.
I've
Just
noticed
face your day one day at a time.
a lot of your lyrics are like that. They're very positive, right?
Yeah, because during the pandemic, it was a very uncertain time.
Yeah.
So that was also the time that I learned about stoicism, and I enjoyed reading books about it. And yeah, that's why maybe it's just a natural thing for me to write about it because you know um whatever you listen or read or watch, it transcends to your music as a songwriter. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. I like that. I like that. Okay, we'll talk about the music and the influences and stuff after we listen to it because I want the folks that haven't heard you to hear it. And I hear a lot of things in it. And I hate comparing bands to mainstream bands. I just hate doing that. But I hear a lot of stuff in there, and we'll talk about that after the song. Is that cool? Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. All right. Here is now. Okay, I gotta do something real fast here before I play this. Okay, this is funny. So there's this band in San Diego that I've had on, and I've met them in person, and they've come over to the East Coast and played and stuff a couple times. And they're called The Undertaking. Okay. Now I don't say it like that. I'm pretty much like the only one of their fans that doesn't just say The Undertaking, because they have an exclamation point at the end of their name. So it's The Undertaking. You have to yell it, and I'm the only one that does that. And now what I see in your title here, there's not one but two exclamation points. So it's "Hey, wait!" You know. You're
Just to
welcome.
send a message.
It'll just
clearly.
be me though. Nobody else is like. I'm going to trademark that for you. You know. I'll give you the the royalties off of it. Okay. The Thinkers with "Hey, wait!" Right? Was that good?
Yep.
Okay, all right. You have to practice because you're going to do it next in a second.
Don't you give up another day. No, not today. You gotta say, always get up today. You'll find a way. You gotta say, don't you give up. Aim for the better days. Say your prayer and elevate. Fade on, celebrate. Game on. Hey, wait! Don't you give up another day. No, not today. You gotta say, always get up today. You'll find a way. You gotta say, don't you give up. Aim for the better days. Say your prayer and elevate. Fade on, celebrate. Game on. Same old, game over. Same old, game over. Same old, game over. Same old, game over. Same old, ain't over. Same old, ain't over. Same old, ain't over. Same old, ain't over.
Excellent. Excellent. I love that changeover. I love that little. Yeah, I love that. Actually, here I got something better for you. Hang on a second. There it is. Woo! Yes, that's what you need. It needs to move like an arena sound, like a big arena. No, that changeover there towards the end is just it's unexpected and it's in the exact right spot. You know, it's like, did you come at a juncture to where like you wanted to kind of change? I don't know what was your thoughts when you were writing that piece, that part of the song?
I don't know. I know that I have to put a middle eight just to change the mood of the song, and then at the end I need to lift. Yeah, and when Anthony and I were working on that in the studio, it kind of went natural
Yeah,
the way
yeah.
we rearrange or arrange the song.
Yeah. Are all the songs? Is it pretty? I assume it's pretty fluid. You guys writing together because it's working.
Yeah, because when Anthony overlays his drum parts, it's just it's the perfect thing for something that I wrote as a draft.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's why we collaborate very, very good.
So
Very-
Anthony, you don't try to get too technical with fills and things right away. You're pretty much kind of with the beat, just trying to feel where he's going with the music, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yes,
Mm.
Yeah. Is that it? That's exactly it.
yes.
Yeah. We don't
You don't.
overthink
Yeah, yeah.
on writing or arranging our music. We just feel what is needed for the song.
Has it? Have you guys known each other for a long time?
Since 2014, right?
Yeah.
2014. So
Okay.
that's 11 years. So 11 years.
Have you been jamming for that long together? Just hanging out and jamming?
I think so. Right.
Yeah, because when we met in 2014, we had our respective bands. We
Yeah.
met in a gig, but during that time we were having problem with the drummer of my previous band.
Mhm.
So whenever the drummer isn't available to play with us, we call Anthony to fill in the drumming duties.
Awesome.
And then that band disbanded at the end of 2017, and 2018 I decided to pursue a solo project, and Anthony was my first choice to invite as a bandmate.
Plot twist: I made his band disbanded. Yeah. Just kidding. Just kidding.
You broke them up? Yeah.
Yeah, broke them up.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so yeah, at the time I think we worked good together. So
Yeah.
until we decided to form the Thinkers as an official band, not as a backup band for my solo project, it became more natural for us to write songs together because
You can hear the I guess I don't know if camaraderie is the right word for that, but you can hear that it
the
I'm
chemistry.
terrible at word. Yeah, the chemistry. Yeah, yeah. There's a certain name for. There's a guy I used to jam with all the time. He lives in Nashville now. A good friend of mine. But we used to jam all the time when we were in college, and it was like one of those where I played drums. It was I had the Anthony. I had the trashiest drum set you would ever see in your life. Like it was one of those drum sets where like if you hit the cymbal one time, it's going to bend. It was super cheap, but it was decent drum. I mean, I just collected used parts from other people, and but I eventually had a decent drum set anyway. But there's a certain phrase or name for people that are like that can play music together, and it's just the dynamic is there, and they know when you're going to stop, they know when you're going to solo. I can't remember what it is, but he probably knows, or maybe
Yeah, because you can invite a lot of great players,
right.
technical players, but it's not what do you call this? It's not on. You're not sure if the band is going to work very well.
Right.
It's always the chemistry that will push the band forward.
Now, have you thought of more members, like maybe a bass player to go with your stuff?
Yeah,
We're planning on that.
You might be
Most
afraid.
probably a female, right?
You're kind of probably a little bit afraid to because this is working. This is working, right? So, like, are you afraid to bring somebody else in, or I guess when you need it, you'll do it, right?
yeah. It depends on the
When
show. If we have to hire or invite a few sessionists, a bassist, a keyboardist, or additional guitar player, then we'll do it.
Yeah,
And also, it depends on the venue. So if it's just a small bar gig, Troy and I usually play as a duo. But if it's
yeah,
going to be like a university gig or a large arena, hopefully,
Large
fingers
arena.
crossed. So of course, yeah, we'll definitely add, of course, other members, more
yeah.
members rather.
And then you'll have to get Access will need help also. Once you start doing all these arena gigs, she'll need some help also.
Definitely.
Actually, we have a team
You have a
behind.
team.
Yeah, it's not just Axis doing the legwork for the promotion or the visuals, everything. We have a team.
Now, okay, so this kind of goes with this with what you're saying with the team. Now you're called the Thinkers. Before you tell me where you got the name, is it because you guys are kind of like you sit back and yeah you play the music, but you're watching your team work, so you're the Thinkers. You know what I mean? You're telling them how to work this out. You know what I mean? Is that where you came up
It
with it?
does make sense, but yeah, in a way,
Now, how did you come up with that?
the Thinkers.
It's very
It's not
original.
very deep, but it's very special. Um, it the Thinkers was the basketball team of my dad in the 1980s.
Really?
Yeah, and it was a championship team in our small town where I grew up. He was the MVP. I was, I think, 1 year old at the time. And growing up, I used to hear from our neighbors that, yeah, the Thinkers was a great team. It's your dad's team. Ganun. And we have the same name also. He's Troy, I'm Troy. So it's kind of a rebirth or a tribute to the team. But the version of the team in the 80s where there were Troy and the Thinkers, the team, the basketball team. But right now we have Troy
Yeah.
and a rock band, the
Yeah.
Thinkers. Yeah.
That's a great story. I love that. Is your dad still alive?
Yeah, it's very young.
Is there a chance that you could get the original Thinkers basketball team together and then go play for them?
I have the picture of my dad wearing basketball uniform.
Yeah.
But the entire team,
Or some
he
of
was
them maybe.
looking at the pictures, but I don't know if
It'd be
he
tough to
already
find him,
found it.
probably.
Yeah.
That'd
And
be fun though.
the jersey he gave it to one of his fans.
You should
That's
you
right.
should make you should if you remember the design, you should make band T-shirts based on that jersey. I would definitely I would buy like 5 of them.
That's a good idea.
Actually, we're planning to remake the jersey.
Yeah, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Do that, and then you can put your names on the back of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, let them know.
Let's see. Oh, I wanted real quick. What's your influences? But I hear a little bit of Everclear in the end of that song, in a weird Everclear way. I don't care too much for Everclear. Their music. But it was a big radio mainstream thing. Probably in the late '90s, right? Does that sound right? Everclear.
Yeah.
I think
Do you know
so.
Everclear?
But a little bit of that in there. But I hear a lot of things happening, and more than I can say. But basically, what are your
I
influences?
think I watched them on TV doing Woodstock '99.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That was the one with all the mud and stuff, right? That's what's up. They had all that rain and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, Everclear is not part of our list of influences, but
yeah. It was
definitely
just something you were doing with the guitar or something. I heard it in there. And I
yeah,
was like,
because our music is derived from the '90s sound, and
Yeah.
Everclear is from the '90s. So yeah, we can say
but I'm
it's
sure they were
part.
influenced by that era too. As they were
Yeah.
developing. So yeah, that makes sense,
And,
I guess.
yeah, and we both grew up in that era, so it's easier for us to incorporate that influence, that sound to our sound.
I think it was "Let's Go" that it kind of sounded like Nirvana to me, a little bit. Would
Yeah,
that
thank you.
is that fair?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Nirvana is Kurt Cobain to be specific is well, I am a John Lennon diehard fan, and second to Lennon is Kurt Cobain.
Oh, he's second. Well, I guess neither of them can defend themselves. So, do whatever.
Okay.
I'll do this. Sorry about that. We get in trouble on
That's
this
a good
show.
one. That's a good one.
See, I told you I never know what I'm going to say or I always rewatch the show after I'm done. Sometimes the next day, but often I will, as soon as we get done, I will go watch it again just to make sure everything was fine. But then I'll just laugh my ass off myself because I'm like, where did I come up with that? What happened? What's going on there? What's happening there? It's like, hey, wait, Okay, I have a good I always do this segment called Off Stage, and we weren't going to have enough time to do all the normal show stuff that I do. I know you guys are on a schedule. Access has got you on a schedule, and she sent me the itinerary, and that's good. That's good. You got more things to do than this. So, but definitely come back on the show. I invite you back. I invite everybody to come back on the show. Later on, especially when you get the arena tour. Let's get together and hang out and stuff. But
Sure.
but okay, so this is kind of like what I would do for that segment. It's just questions that aren't really interview questions, but I guess it could be. But so individually, um, so okay, if you were to say it would be a dream come true if blank. So what would you fill into the blank individually, and then we'll do as a band. So
For me, to finish that sentence, it would be a dream come true if we can tour the U.S. Yeah.
yeah,
Same thing. It would be a dream come true if we go on tour across the globe, not just US, just the US or around the globe.
yeah. And you kind of are, but not physically, because everybody's picking up your stuff. I keep up with that, and it's like these guys are doing it the right way. This is how you're supposed to do it, you know. And engagement. You guys are engaging too. You know, you're shouting out everybody, and that's got to be difficult at times. You know, especially some things you can't pronounce the right way, and and it's just I get like that all the time. Trust me, but it's just, but people love when you shout them out, and that helps spread. Then they tell their friends, hey, this check out this band, or check out these guys. They're cool.
Yeah, thank you. And it's weird because here in the Philippines, we're having we're having a hard time
Breaking through the mainstream.
getting attention of the people to listen to our music.
Well, heck
Because
with the
again,
Philippines. Just heck with them then.
yeah, because as we've said, the airwaves are dominated by the pop music, and it's a great feeling to know that people in the USA, in the Europe, or other parts of the world are appreciating our music.
We're on your team. We are team thinkers.
Yo, thank you.
I used to play basketball, but I'm not very good anymore, so I'm not gonna try out for the team or anything. But I'm team rock band thinkers.
Can I share a quick story? So
Yeah.
I think 2 years ago we had a gig in a well-known bar here in the Philippines. A lot of famous Filipino acts and bands used to plays there. So when we got our chance, actually one of the security guards came up to us and told us that we're really good, but unfortunately our type of music isn't for the masses. So we're not sure if we're going to take that as a compliment, but
He doesn't get out much. It sounds like he doesn't get around much. He doesn't listen to other things. He doesn't listen to things. Yeah.
But
You need to hand him a bunch of
Yeah.
hand him a bunch of
We kinda
CDs
liked
from the
it,
'90s. Yeah, that's I don't know. I mean, you could take that as a compliment. Yes, I would take it.
We
as a
did. We
compliment.
did
Sure.
actually.
Yeah.
We did.
I mean, some people would say, well, kind of have a frown on their face after hearing something like that. But no, that you want to be unique, especially if you can be. Yeah, it may be troublesome, getting the gigs there, but so heck with it. Get out of there and come over here. We'll take care of you.
it only means that we're doing something different
Yes.
from the rest.
It means that they're afraid. They are afraid of you. They are. That's what that means. That's probably what my dad would tell me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But I mean, yeah, I think it's great what you're doing, and you guys are doing it the right way. You're doing it the way that we all could hope to do it. When it comes to promotion, and you guys are just it's probably not work yet for you. It doesn't seem like it's work for you. You're doing all these interviews. You're doing this one, and out of what like three or four today, these interviews, and you're probably talking about the same things over and over again. But it doesn't seem that it's you're talking about yourself, and you're getting your name out there, and that's what it's about. You have to do it if you want to go anywhere. If anybody wants to go anywhere, right? You feel the same way?
Yeah. For us, just do it.
Like the Nike, yeah. I got
Yeah.
Nike. I got Nike shoes for myself for Christmas. I bought myself Nike shoes. I haven't had Nike shoes in a long time.
Yeah.
Always wear
Yeah.
dress shoes everywhere.
Yeah. Just do it scared, do it tired, but just do it.
Yeah,
matter what.
and do your original stuff. Who cares if that guy from that club didn't like it? Heck with him.
He actually liked it.
Oh, he liked it, but he just said it wasn't
Yeah.
for.
Yeah,
He doesn't know. He
was
doesn't know
just being
anything.
honest. Yeah.
He doesn't know anything. Sounds like he needs a podcast. That's what it sounds like.
A security podcast.
Yes, security. All about security and defending people from bullies. I don't know. Okay, I'll give you all the time. I will mute my microphone and let you promote the crap out of yourselves to my audience. I know you're promoting yourself all throughout the day today, but tell my audience where they can find you and everything like that. And I'll mute.
All right. Thank you. So we do have our social media handles. On Instagram, you can search for @TheThinkerSound with one S. And on YouTube, it's also @TheThinkerSound with one S. On Facebook, you can search The Thinkers. And on Spotify, Amazon, and Apple Music, it's The Thinkers. We also have our Thread and TikTok account wherein you can watch Troy dance. The Thinkers Sound as well. Troy, do you have anything to say?
Well, also you can listen to us on Acute Mania. So thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you guys for being on. Thank you for being in the 26th country. It's amazing. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch them and just to see. I mean, just Estonia was one of them. I mean, like the places I never thought. Hungary was one of them. I mean, you know, some of them. Finland several times. You know, that music scene is just. That's one place you should make your stop. Make a stop in Finland somewhere. Like that music scene is just crazy.
By the way, Anthony's wife went to West Virginia last year, right?
Really?
Yeah.
I think I talked to her. No, I'm kidding.
She's a nurse. She's a nurse.
Yeah, she's
My mom's a nurse. My mom's a nurse.
She's actually a professor for nurses. So
Okay.
she has an affiliate school in they have an affiliate school in West Virginia.
Where do you know where?
Alderson Brothers, something.
Wow. Okay, that's
also
about
West Virginia
30 minutes from my house. About 30. Oh, yeah.
cool.
And I went to West Virginia University. Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
She'll probably be there again next year.
Well, then it costs an arm and a leg to ship things, especially to the other side of the world. So we'll have to exchange gifts for her to take home. Just little things, you know.
Of course.
I have little keychains. I don't know if you guys have keys, but I always tell people if you don't have any keys, it's a good earring. You know what I mean? And they would fit like
we
many.
have fridge magnets.
Yes. Hey, I used to have magnets. You guys have any tattoos?
No.
Well, I will send you temporary ones. Temporary tattoos.
Yeah, we'll love that.
Yes. And some. I have stickers that I throw up in the air sometimes. No, I have stickers too. But I'll exchange with you guys if you would like. That's crazy. What a small world, you know? Small world. But I'll talk to you guys. I'll give you a proper goodbye here in a little bit once we kill the live stream. But thank you guys so much, and come back on the show in about a year or whenever you want. I mean, you can come back tomorrow if you want. I'm always up to do the show. You know, it's crazy. We can sit and talk about whatever. You know, we talk about that security. We'll go find that security guy. Go walk down the street on the Zoom call on your phone and just don't even tell him that you're doing anything. You know, we'll get him on there. You know, I'll ask the questions. Let me ask the question. No, that's cool. Well, yeah, good luck to you. Best wishes to you, and
Thank you.
we'll hang out soon. I know we'll hang out soon. You guys are doing the right thing, and yeah, just keep it up and keep putting out that badass music. You know,
Thank you.
we don't hear that style anymore. You know, and you guys are doing that. You know, that's great.
Oh, good to know. Thank you.
Like I said, I didn't have anything planned for intro and outro music, but a band that I had on recently, I'm going to play them out the show. They're called Arcwave. They're from Colorado. They're a very good band. I'm going to play a little bit of theirs, and I'll talk to you guys here in a little bit for about 5 minutes because I know you're on schedule. Access is going to be like, we only have this much time, you know. You have another show after this?
Yeah. We have an interview from Colombia.
Well, they can wait. No, I'm kidding.
They can, yeah. Listen, this.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being on, and come back. And I can't wait to hear what you have coming up and all that stuff. But yeah, come back to the show.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you.
Awesome. Here is "Take Me to the Unknown" by Arcwave, and I will see everybody on Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, Monday at 7:30 with Jordan Sarter and the Possessed from Harrisburg, PA. I will see you guys then. Goodbye.